Hello, Leo. This is your forecast for the week starting August 29th, 2016. And this also applies if you have a Leo rising, also known as the Leo ascendant. Leo, quick reminder for you guys, I'm still doing my survey on my website, integrativemysticism.com, so when you're going over there to check out if you can schedule a consultation with me, might want to check out my survey. I may be changing up how I do horoscopes here on YouTube. I may be going bi-weekly with more content or bigger videos, maybe incorporating astrology, but I'm checking to see how everyone feels. Remember, don't try to read between the lines and assume what I'm doing. Some folks have been reading into things that aren't there. Maybe it's my throat chakra. Maybe it's theirs. But let's get started here. Also, don't forget, Tarot Tutorship is on again. Class number 1 begins on Friday, the 2nd of September. If you'd like to sign up for that, again, you do need to do so on my website. It's on the main page. You just scroll to the bottom. So, what is going on for your spiritual advice this week, Leo? We've got the card of the Sorceress. Okay, this is talking about force of will, winning the day this week. And the card of the Sorceress is kind of interesting because this can actually talk about where applied energy or applied power is where we actually get things done, whether it's on a spiritual level, maybe you do meditations, manifestation work, ritual work, things like that, or maybe this is just something that you do need to kind of get underway by, kind of corralling and rallying everyone around you. But the Sorceress is talking about victory through applied power this week. This is not a time to be passive. This is not a time to be trying to take too much of an attitude where you kind of want to just sort of wait and see if somebody else will do things for us. In fact, with the Sorceress card, it's usually about commandeering control where necessary. Tactfully, gracefully, with dignity, but commandeering nonetheless. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the card of the Wheel of Fortune. So this can actually indicate great news financially coming to you, or great news coming to in any kind of practical concern, something that you did not expect, a sudden event that actually is, kind of putting you on the up and up. In fact, Leo, this might actually be something that you didn't expect to happen. Maybe you didn't think you were going to get that job you applied for because you didn't think you were qualified. You didn't think people liked your resume. This could actually be excellent success coming to you, through maybe some kind of chance opportunity. You never know how random these cards can be, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. I've gotten this card before, and my Uber driver, hooked me up with a really cool opportunity. This might be the kind of thing that you want to be on the lookout for. Keep your eyes and your ears open. In fact, with the Wheel of Fortune, typically what you want to pay attention to is the fact that you will have to go out of your way to capitalize on this opportunity, whatever it is, but there will be some kind of large financial award or reward in it for you. For your communications with air, we have the 7 of Wands inverted. And this is talking about interactions with friends, family, neighbors, all the others in your life. And the 7 of Wands inverted can talk about needing to pay attention to where, somebody or maybe even we are beating a dead horse. Okay, because the 7 of Wands reversed can often talk about a need to choose our battles. And this might be an argument that we need to walk away from. This may be a fight that we don't need to fight. You may be thinking, it's in your best interest or in this other person's best interest for you to come and stick up for them, or, maybe you're looking for somebody to kind of cast their vote, to give you approval, to do X, Y, and Z. But with the 7 of Wands inverted, this is definitely a time where we need to pay attention to where it's, everyone needs to kind of act in their own interest and act in their own accord. And the 7 of Wands inverted can also indicate here that, trying to, again, beat a dead horse is not necessarily going to bring the horse back to life. In fact, with the 7 of Wands inverted, it may be better that we understand that this card is saying that we may be fighting needlessly to win over, a friend or a relative. Maybe we've been pushing too hard, maybe we've been pushing too far to get what we want from this person. In fact, we may actually be getting what we want. Sometimes with the 7 of Wands inverted, it can often show up where it's kind of like taking it too far, or maybe, it's like you have the opportunity, but, again, getting too eager, getting too pushy. Be careful of pushiness in that sense, because pushiness can cost us, or it may cost them if they're the ones getting too pushy. Rambo decided to come and visit. Hello, Rambo. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Empress upright. This card, I mean, your Earth sector, your challenge with fire, we've got the Empress upright. This is a beautiful card for a challenge because it's one of the cards in the deck that says that there really is no overarching challenge. There really is no overarching problem to be solved. You are caught on my shirt. And with the Empress, typically we are seeing that, if there is a challenge, it is to, I guess you could say that maintain some kind of, stability or status quo in a tumultuous or ever-changing circumstance. But the Empress card is also talking about cashing in. Now, you may be afraid to cash in this week. That might be something to pay attention to. Sometimes we are thinking maybe it's, we're afraid to cash in on a good opportunity. We're afraid to, that if we accept a good offer, we are we're neglecting or rejecting a good offer that may come in the future. But that's not necessarily true. In fact, your challenge is realizing where you can kind of have it all. It's okay to enjoy an early harvest. You don't have to delay your own gratification this week. Because sometimes it happens. Sometimes we think it's like, well, if I accept this, then I'm rejecting the opportunity for something better. Be careful about window shopping for too long. And there's the challenge. For your emotions, I keep wanting to say Earth, your emotions with water in your romantic life, we do have the Knight of Wands inverted. And this card can really put us on notice, Leo, especially you guys, because you are fire signs, so this could be referring to you. If you feel like you're not in the mood when it comes to your partner, when it comes to your crush, or maybe you kind of feel like you're losing attraction for a crush or somebody you've been dating, it's important to open up and communicate those feelings, because the temptation to flake, the temptation to ghost, the temptation to just kind of drift will be there. The Knight of Wands inverted can also indicate that you need to be careful about people, kind of getting flaky, a bit too disorganized. This doesn't necessarily mean that anyone is being bad, but it can indicate that that there is sort of an air of immaturity in the love life this week. And that can go in either direction with the Knight of Wands inverted. Some people are immature, again, because they're flaky, they're ghosting, they're non-committal, they're kind of all over the place. And some people can be a little bit flaky, or some people can be immature in the sense that, they're U-hauling, and they want to move in a week, and they're gonna change their whole lives around a romantic prospect. And you may have to give some reality checks. You really need to focus on, again, with that Empress challenge, to make sure that we are staying practical, we are staying stable, and open in our communications this week, because, if sometimes people don't understand that even elation, even excitement can still be stress, and their body still processes that stress, their brain still processes that stress the same way. And we don't need a romantic situation to get stressful, especially if it's a good prospect. It's like we don't need that pressure to be put on there. So this week, I kind of feel like we're definitely going to want to make sure that there's a lot more grounding, a lot more, we want to make sure that we're not so caught up in the throes and the heat of passion, or whatever people want to call it, that we lose sight of end game or end goal, but we also don't want to get so caught up in the passion that we think that the end game and end goal has to happen sooner than it would organically. So there's a very inorganic, immature feel this week on love and romance. It's only 1 week. It's not the end of the world. It's not going to really be bad for you or your partner or you and your crush if you can heed my advice. So that might be where we need to commandeer a bit of control to kind of keep things stable and make sure that it's not, I know some people like the chaos, they like the emotional highs and lows, but just not this week. So that is your forecast, Leo. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And of course, if you'd like to get a session, you can always follow the links below or go to integrativemysticism.com.